Okay, we're going to look at a couple of shortcuts you can use when you're working with spreadsheets. If you have a large spreadsheet and you scroll to the left or to the right or up or down, invariably what happens is you lose the row that has the information on it. So if you're scrolling down here, you may forget what information is in those rows up there. And also if you scroll to the right, you may forget the column information on the left-hand side to see what's there. So the easiest way to take care of that is to freeze your rows or your columns. So if you go to the Tools menu, you can see Freeze Rows, and we will freeze row 1. And you can see in row 1, just in this part of the spreadsheet, I have some headers up here. And if I start to scroll down, row 1 stays there. So I can scroll down to Keller, and I can go across and get my totals. Okay, so that's how you can freeze a row. The other trick is to freeze a column. So let's go back. Well, let's come back here now first. And if I scroll to the right, you can see that I no longer see the names of the teachers in that first column, in column A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Tools, and I'm going to freeze columns, and I am going to freeze column 1. And that holds column 1 set, and now I can sort of scroll to the right and get that information right where I want it to be, so that the teacher's name and the information in the column is adjacent to one another, and it's a lot easier for me to see things like the totals. Now this works especially if you have a smaller spreadsheet, so I can go back in here and then get my totals and see the names right next to that. And that's a nice thing about freezing rows and columns. Okay. The other little thing to keep in mind is the View menu. Sometimes if you have a big spreadsheet, you want a little more real estate, you can go to the View menu and you can hide controls. And what that will do is that will just give you the entire page of the spreadsheet, and it might make it a lot easier for you to see what you have on your spreadsheet, especially if you have a very large spreadsheet. And to bring back the controls, you can click on the X and hide that. Hit the Escape key. That was a reminder. Right? You hit the Escape key, and then your controls come back. The other little thing you can do is you can compact the controls, and that will still give you your File Edit menu right there. And that's another nice way to sort of deal with your workspace and try to make it a little more efficient.